Hey again, everybody. Um, so today I want to talk about uh, strength and kind of the what I have come to find is the truest meaning of strength for me, and um, well, given the experience that I have, and I think that the perspective that we have on things like this change over time, changes as you have more experience. So it's not something that's ever going to be always consistent with how you viewed strength when you were younger, or how you view it now, or how you're going to view it in 5-10 years. And it's kind of like figuring out what it looks like for you, what kindness looks like for you, what love looks like for you. And so when I talk about true strength, it is more so of I guess, a generalization of what uh, what it can look like for people. And strength can be in many different forms. You can be physically strong, emotionally strong, spiritually strong. It can affect all different aspects of your life. And I think strength is the core of the human, like the human spirit. The like I see these positivity slideshows on TikTok talking about the indomitable human spirit, and and I just love those. Those are just kind of like a feel good thing. But um, when it comes to what true strength looks like, and true strength is that endurance. It's that continuous of, or that consistent feeling of wanting to be better, and you can pull strength from that. And uh, strength is also lies in compassion and lies in kindness, and it takes a stronger person to choose to be kind to somebody that wasn't to them, um, than to you know be rude back, or to have a vengeful spirit against them. And to kind of pull from, so I read a book last year, The Art of Happiness, which is where the author interviews the Dalai Lama, about happiness, and his views on that. And it's one of the first chapters. It's either one or two, and he talks about the root of human behavior. And the Dalai Lama pretty much presents an argument that the baseline of human behavior, and at like a primal level, his argument is that the human nature is compassion. And the author had been going into all these different studies of tests they've done on rats and other things, and how many of them would resort to violence if like a specific part of the brain was stimulated. They would go into a blind rage. And he was sharing stories about how, like, different warriors of times past would get hyped up on different drugs that would kind of activate that and go into a blind rage. And uh, and how a lot of people have a mindset that the primal state of a human being is that of anger, or that of survival, and that it's kind of a primal urge, and can lead to anger, uh, and rage. And but the Dalai Lama presents a counter argument that the basic human nature is compassion. And he talks about, like, motherly instinct, and the instinct that we have to uh, provide and protect as men, and all of these other instincts that we have. And I would agree. I think that the basic human nature is compassion. And this is not something that is easy to see most of the time, I would say. A lot of people have their guard up pretty high and are going to be afraid to display compassion because they're afraid of getting hurt themselves. And opening yourself up to be compassionate and be kind and truly be strong is scary. But I would argue that true strength lies in the not so much confidence, but in the trust in that nature that you have, in the trust of the compassion that you're capable of, and trust in the love that you're able to give. And so strength lies in trusting yourself. And so I've been thinking about this just as I was recalling when I had read that book last year. I actually don't think I finished it. I got to like the very end, but I have a copy back home. I don't have a copy with me here. But I've been thinking about this and about strength and how we do weak things pretty often. I do weak things often and things that I know I shouldn't. And, whether it's sleeping in way too late or, eating something I shouldn't or not eating something I should, or saying something that I don't mean, and things like that. And where I can see after the fact, I can see, oh, I shouldn't have done that. And I think that is at least the starting point, though. That's the first step to finding your strength, is recognizing your weakness. And so don't be ashamed. Don't feel shame that you've done things weak, or that you've been in a weak mindset for certain things. It's nothing to be shameful for. If you are aware of that, you're already on the first step to strength. And like with anything, like with any muscle, like with anything that you want to get good at, it's going to take practice and it's going to take time to fully master it. And I don't think there is ever a mastery of strength, but that the definition of strength is going to change, as you learn more and as you experience more. And maybe when you were younger, strength was being able to endure physical pain, being able to lift heavy things, or go through difficult things and make it through the other side, which is strength and endurance. But maybe as you've gotten older, you've kind of realized the further importance of emotional strength and mental strength, and being able to use your mind to push through things, not only physically, but with everything else. And being able to convince yourself and trust in your natural side of compassion. And yeah, so kind of thinking about that as I've been trying to keep certain habits up and not get caught up in temporary things, and stay true to me, because I have felt that I've been pretty on top of things for self-improvement lately, but there are certain distractions that come up that I feel myself slipping from it, and I kind of need to get back onto the horse, get back onto the path. But I think I'm at a point where whatever else happens, I am developing a trust in myself that I will be able to continue to display that strength and that compassion, and that I will continue to be able to pull myself back out of those darker mindsets. And so just kind of my thoughts and reflection on strength. But other than kind of this mess of thoughts that I have sometimes, things are pretty good. Didn't have class today because it's Martin Luther King Day, but which it's been nice to kind of have a little bit of a break after the first week, kind of have time to mentally catch up, write down everything that I have to do in the coming week, But honestly, it's pretty good, and it's nothing major that I'm super stressing about now. I did have a date last night that went well. And but I don't have any expectations for it. She's a very nice girl, but um, uh, I feel confident in myself that no matter which way things go socially, things go romantically, things go financially, whatever, um, I still have me, and I think that there is strength in that. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are and what you would define true strength as. And if there is anything that you want to do to gain that strength, what is that goal? And what can you do to begin to work on it? And what is a future version of you that will display that strength? And yeah, so something to think about. That'll be about for now, though. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.